how you want to do you want to like just go into like your explanation, or do you kind of want to talk about thoughts on the
I'll just
video?
hop right into it because
Yeah.
honestly, I just want everybody to know that I'm not just like bullying some random 19-year-old kid on the internet and like just for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and I don't even want to look at it as like bullying because something serious really did happen. Um, so I'm gonna start a little bit backwards before this situation.
Yep.
Before the situation, like way back, like because me and Bo, we were homies, right?
Mm.
I actually put him on to his first show ever last August. I put together a back to school show for kids and shit. And all the money that we made from pre-sale tickets, we donated to getting backpacks and school supplies and gave them out to kids and shit like from that show. And basically like I put him on that show, and then we had also become like a part of the same collective, which was the Morgue, which the Morgue is no longer a thing because everybody's just gone their own separate ways and decided to do their own solo things.
Yeah.
But that's besides the point. But anyways, so time goes on, like we're all doing our thing, we're all doing shows and stuff. Um, and I hear through the grapevine that Bo is wanting to like diss me, like for whatever reason. I know that we have another homie that was supposed to engineer his album, but that didn't exactly work out. So then he actually dissed him too, like subliminally dissed him. And I was like, and I caught on to that because other people were talking about it. I was like, damn, it's kind of messed up. Like I thought we were all cool,
Mm.
right? Um, and then I hear that he's about to go off and he's gonna diss me too because I hear that through the grapevine from people in our circle because he's running around telling people certain things and just making up shit behind my back while I'm over at work just about to work out. Like so the whole month of May I took a break from everything. I've been working on my mental health, been going to therapy just for myself and so that I could be a better father for my daughter and just be a better person for my family in general, be a lot more present, be able to learn how to focus on music and working a 60-hour week job and also being there for my family and everything, you know?
Mm.
So I have him over here like calling me, like just checking in on me, be like, hey bro, just want to make sure you're okay. Just want to make sure like, I got your back. I just want to let you know that. Like it's just so it's kind of weird, like why is he always calling me and telling me this? He's always calling me and telling me this. But meanwhile I'm hearing other things from other people. He's just talking trash about me. Um So then I hear he's gonna drop a diss on me or whatever. So I'm like, I go and I straight up message him. This was actually a couple weeks ago. I message him and I talked to him and I'm like, hey, so I heard what you're gonna do. I was like, it's kind of messed up that you're gonna do that. But I think that that's trifling. I think that's very snaky to do
Mm.
when you're not recognizing everything that not only that I have done for you, but the people around you have done for you to help you get to a certain point. Like but so then I basically I cut him off right there, and then apparently so that this was supposed to go on his album, and I was like, I'm not even gonna respond to it. I don't care,
Yeah.
like say what you're gonna say, whatever it is, I don't care. But then so this was a couple days ago, this past weekend. Um, I don't know everything leading up to it, but his ex girlfriend, she messages me. She messages my baby mama as well, and like some other people in our circle. And she just comes to us and says, "Hey, something happened, and I don't know how to feel about it."
Mm.
And it's like, "What?" She's like, can I like talk to you guys about something because like I just feel very weird and violated right now." We're like, "Whoa, so what happened?" It basically explains that situation, basically the exactly what she said in her in the voice messages from the video. And we're like, that's kind of brutal. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Because it was more than just like a non-consensual kiss. There was other things that she said that had happened, like the whole shirt thing and the whole whipping something out thing, and
Yeah.
asking her, asking her multiple times, and then she keeps saying no.
Mm.
It's more than just a kiss.
Yeah.
It really is. And so I think back and I'm like, I ask her, I'm like, so what do you want to do? Like, what do you want to do about this? And then she's all like, well, I don't really know. I was like, well, I feel like people need to know. I was like, because that's not okay. That's something that's not safe. I was like, and we're supposed to have a safe scene. We're supposed to keep people around us in this whole entire music scene. Like, I don't like that kind of stuff because I don't talk about this much, but me, I'm a survivor myself. So I feel like, and then no, when I was younger, nobody listened to me. That person that did messed up shit to me when I was a kid, when I was younger, they're still walking out there free. Nothing ever happened to them because nobody ever listened to me.
Hmm.
Nobody. I told people, but they didn't believe me because I'm just, whatever.
Yeah.
But so I'm all like, I get permission to be able to speak about it. I go in the garage where I record all my songs. I make a song like 10 minutes. I lay it down and and I show it to her and I'm like, how do you feel about this? And she's like, go ahead, say what you gotta say. So
Hmm.
I go and I make my story posts and so I go and I make my story posts and I'm like, originally I was not going to ever say his name. Like in the song, I never even said his name. I just wanted people to know that this is happening. And then I was like, and that's why I posted the story that was all like you got 5 minutes, or you got 5 hours to explain yourself before I drop this.
Hmm.
And then kind of just blew up a little bit, and then
Yeah.
and then he started saying stuff on his story. So I was like, you know what? All right, I dropped it an hour earlier than I was supposed to because I was like, now he's going running to his story and he's making shit up. And I gave you the opportunity to come clean. I gave you the opportunity to apologize about it publicly and to just do it before anything were to happen. And basically, all of that is that I felt the need to come forward and just and say what I have to say like right now because I feel like, or at first, but now I'm after like reading some of the comments, it's good to see that people can recognize, you know what I mean? They can recognize when a situation is effed up.
Hmm.
So because originally I was gonna come on here to be like, that's why I said let's set up an interview because to me it made it look like I'm like over here just trying to like bully some kid and just making shit up.
Hmm.
And I would never do that. I would never make up some shit like this,
Yeah.
because like I said, I'm a survivor myself. I don't fuck with that stuff. I don't
Yeah.
like people. This isn't the first person in the scene that I have come and spoke out against because I want everybody to be able to go to shows and feel safe. I want people to be able to talk to their favorite artists and stuff and have to feel safe and not feel like it's weird. You know what I mean? Like I don't want them to. I don't. It's just I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
very passionate about it. I'm just very passionate about it, bro.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Like, and I feel like it probably came off a little weird because it's like, I don't know if it's the way that I said it, where I wasn't trying to invalidate like the story didn't happen. It was more just like the words. And now that you're explaining, it was like all this was happening, heightened emotions, and then she told you, you kind of just hit it and jumped right on it right at that point.
Yeah.
But like, I
I
just
was
feel,
just. I was just like. I was just at that point. I was like, all right, this guy's really doing like. At first, I thought he was just a dick. I just thought like he's just a dick. But then that happened. I was like, nah, fuck this guy. Fuck
yeah,
him. Like, and we were friends. Like we were friends. Like, bro. Like I was telling you in messages like how we used to hang out. He's gone fishing with us. He's come to my house. He's been around my daughter. Like, it's
yeah.
not like just random internet beef. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, I know that. Like I've heard before that you all perform together. It's all like a big group
Yeah.
there. But yeah, it's like because I understand because I've covered stuff like this before, and I don't want anybody to feel like they can't speak out on certain things. But it was just like I feel like it's like in the song you called it like "Tale of like a Predator" or something like that. You know what I mean? Like Predator
Yeah. A
Monster.
letter to a predator. Yeah. See, thank you for bringing up that point because I don't want to necessarily because it's predatory behavior. It's
Yeah.
predatory behavior, but I don't want to necessarily go and call him a predator because my goal is not to ruin his life or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because it's like, because personally, I don't believe in cancel culture. I say fucked up things in my songs. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't believe in that, but I do believe in speaking out against people and before they actually really do something super dangerous that is going to hurt somebody because what he did is fucked up. What he did is fucked up,
Yeah.
but it could also be worse if someone does not make them take accountability for their actions.
Yeah. And I
So
agree
it's
with
like
that.
learn. It's like let's like speak out make sure they know what they did wrong, and they need to learn their lesson
Yeah.
so that it never happens again.
Yeah.
So that it never happens again, because it never should have happened in the first place.
No. But yeah, like I understand, like I never thought that it was like you kind of went out of your way to like do that on purpose. I was just more saying like with the way that certain things were said, it's like I think what he did was definitely like sexual harassment in that way, but it's like you just got to be careful because we know in this scene, I know tons of people that I've talked to where it's like they get one rumor like that, and I don't even care about like if his rap career is fucked up because that's just, you know what I mean? Like he's just a kid, it's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal, but it's just like I don't like when people get hit with like I get what you're saying where it's like it's predatory behavior, but you know like where people's mind go when they think of like predator, it's usually like, you know, pedophile, like somebody like preying on a
Yeah.
kid, you know what I mean? But they're the same age, and it wasn't to downplay anything that she was saying. I just wanted to make sure that like clearly everybody in the situation is like super heightened emotion. Everybody, like you said, it's very close to home, and it just makes sure that like nobody's saying, because when you diss somebody, you don't give a fuck at all, right? Like you're just gonna go hit
Yeah.
every
No.
single thing, which I
It's an
understand, but it's just
attitude.
like, you know, pull back on some of that and like call it what it is. Like I agree, like definitely needs to be called out because it's the type of thing
Yeah.
where if he keeps
That's what
doing it,
I'm saying, because it's like, yeah, if it keeps happening, if it were to keep happening, that would be even worse. But like, if you look up the definition of sexual assault on Google, that
yeah,
it is as simple. It is as simple as a non-consensual kiss. That like
hmm,
it literally, that's literally what it says in the definition of looking up sexual assault.
yeah,
So, and it was more than just a, it wasn't just a,
yeah.
it was more than that. It was some freaky stuff.
Yeah, but
Like
see,
that was, like,
it's just like the information about that was like, because initially what I heard, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just what I got, is that he kissed her initially and she like reciprocated, and then after that she said no. And everyone keeps saying he pulled his dick out, but like what I've heard from everybody is that he like unzipped his pants, but it wasn't like, and that's like, you know, I'm not
well,
trying to split hairs, but
yeah, I know. See, but it's like you could hear this and that from everybody, but what did the victim say?
did she say whip out the dick in the messages? Because I think she said
Yes.
unzip her pants in the actual video.
No, because yes, she has. That is what she has said to us,
To
and
you?
she said it to other people. Yes.
Okay. Well, fair enough. If that's what she said, I just there was confusion around that, so I was like, because it is different
and
to
and
zip
I
down your pants.
and I offered her to like be a part of this and speak, but she just really just wants it to be left alone and done with.
Yeah,
Like she just wants to move on. She does not want like any part of it anymore, because she's
too much shit around it. Yeah, that's understandable. Like I'm definitely not going to drag it further than it
like
was.
she's upset too that her voice messages got used in the video, like, because like she said that.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know what more to say because like obviously I'm not close enough to the situation to know what's been said to each person. So I mean, I'm not going to continue to double down. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we had the conversation though.
Personal, no, yeah, me too. Personally though, like I'm okay with you uploading this interview right here, just to know, like, so that we people know we had this conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to end on like a dull, like, or a negative note or
No.
anything like that. So um I'm gonna shout out some people that I think that people should focus on, because these are genuine people. These are like that are all about love and all about like just really genuinely about the art and about helping people. You know what I mean? And that's Zarkon for one. That's my boy Zarkon right there. I want to shout out my boy Blaine as well.
Yeah.
Also Brat SHG. You know them, right? Brat Blaine.
Yeah.
You know.
I interviewed
Um,
them too. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's right. Also want to shout out my boy Stone, who's also a part of the Zarkon Swarm as well. I also want to shout out Tough Love and Baymac, because they've been putting a lot of great shows on, literally worldwide, dude. Like worldwide, they got shows going on out in London, around the whole across the whole United States as well. And I'm very grateful for them, because they've been putting me on shows and stuff as well. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to shout out those people, because I don't want to
Yeah.
end on a bad note, and
Yeah.
I
No
want to end
worries.
somewhere positive for everybody to focus on some good people that are in the scene, because Arizona's not just full of a bunch of fucking freaks and weirdos. All right,
No.
there's a lot more people than that, and I don't want that to get attention. I would rather the good people get attention, because that's not what Arizona should be known for. You know what I mean? Because
No.
our scene is better than that.
Yeah.
That's why. people like me and all the people I shouted out, we call out that bullshit.
Hmm.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course.
I know Arizona is like a thriving scene, so
Yeah, it
yeah.
is. It's coming up. It really is. We just gotta, when you get spaghetti and you gotta strain out the water and shit, or like when you're panning for gold, you gotta get all the
Yeah.
rocks out and you gotta, you know what I mean? That's where our scene is at right now. We're still finding the gold. All right.
Yeah. For
So,
sure. I
but
mean,
yeah, we're in the
yeah.
middle. We're in the middle of the gold rush. We're fucking picking it up. So,
Yeah. All right,
but
man.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. It was nice to see you. That was nice to talk to you. Nice to meet you. I got a single dropping Thursday
Okay.
at yeah, today. Wait, Thursday at 9 p.m. tonight. All
Okay.
right. And yeah, Texas show coming up June 22nd as well for whoever's in Houston. Um
Dope.
I love you and thank you so much for letting me speak, bro. Giving me a platform to speak on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.